All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to my channel, TMossBoss Talk Sports. And in today's video, I wanted to put this message out there. A little public service announcement. People got to leave this betting stuff alone because if you're gonna message people and then like just wish bad things upon them because the crazy thing about it, you can't even blame the athlete. No, you got to blame the person that makes the bet. Nobody told you to make this bet. And then for you to find out their email and then send them, yeah, so the person they go on to say, I ain't going to read it out loud because I know YouTube be tripping about the like the words that you'll say, like if it involves cussing and all that stuff. But there's like your piece of effing crap husband sucks to effing bad. It's like, bro, go get an education first before you start placing bets and things. But anyways, but they go on to say can't even get I assume 10 points is pathetic. I hope you both die in a car crash. Dumb female dog. Yeah, let's just say that. But fam, and it's like you're getting mad at them because you decided to place the bet. Nobody told you to place this bet. And I'm like, my thing is this, for as long as I've been a sports fan, never placed a bet. I'm like, if it's like a video game version that they're all like, oh yeah, place a bet and get like a thousand XP or something like that. But if you lose, you don't get nothing. That I'll do. But when it comes down to my actual hard-earned money, nah. I'm like, I'll do a gentleman's bet. I'm like, I'll shake your hand at it. It's like, yeah, you just get bragging rights afterwards. But yeah, it's like nobody likes losing. So like it's one of those things where why would you put yourself in a situation where there's that risk of losing? That's why I'm like, nah, bruh. I ain't got mad at stuff for a lot less betting, and then it's like I lose out on a lot of money because yeah, most likely this person they lost out, money that they could have been using to put towards bills or whatever. It's like you could be doing something to better yourself with that money, but yeah, it's like you want to go and place a bet, and then it's like, fam, if they lose, then it's like, okay, well then you can't blame them. It's like, yeah, it's a bad game that they gonna have, but at the same time, it's like, fam, you can't blame them for you placing a bet. Don't place a bet if you know. I guess if you're gonna know you're gonna react like this, but yeah, you got people out there where it's like they allow stuff to just get to their heads too much, and I'm like, fam, is it really that serious? Like, you honestly gotta sit down and think about it. Like, is it really that serious? And then some stuff like this happens to you, somebody, your loved one gets into a car crash and die, then it's like you're gonna be thinking about this email. So yeah, that's one thing where I'm like, if I'm rooting for a team or a player or whatever. And because I know I did get into, I wasn't like put my actual money in it, but I was curious about it, fantasy football, and just to see what it was all about. And no, yeah, it seemed interesting. Like, yeah, if there's like a free way of playing it, then yeah, sure. Where it's like you just yeah, it's like you just lose. Like, you don't lose out on money. But if they had like a thing where it's just because I think I just kind of like wasn't really interested in it no more. But yeah, if they had something where it's like you could place like a virtual bet where it ain't like actual, money. Like if like let's say, yeah, it was like NBA 2K or something like that. And they had like some betting system where it's like XP or just like some well they yeah 2K bad example because they'll figure out a way to have it where you'll have to spend money for the VC to make a bet. So yeah, bad idea. No, not 2K, but if there is a free version where you're not having to put no actual money up, that's what people should be fooling with if you're going to react like this. But yeah, I just think that that's crazy. It's like you go and wish death upon the person because you placed the bet. I just don't get people like that. You get mad over your actions. I'm like, it ain't like Westbrook told you to place a bet. And they are against that type of stuff. Like in sports, they don't be wanting people to be placing no bets on them. But yeah, you have people out there where they still gonna do it. And then yeah, next thing you know, it's like this person done lost out on some money, and it's like, okay, well, how's that? Yeah, I guess if I play a bad game, I play a bad game. Do you know how many bad games I played? So it's like, yeah, it's if you, and I'm not trying to say like, Westbrook is a bad player. It's like, yeah, he just had a bad game, but I just think that, if I don't know. Like, I'm not trying to say anything disrespectful towards him, but it's like he wouldn't be unless like he's somebody that's like in their prime, winning games, doing all the making having all these different accomplishments and stuff, championships, all that. Then that's when I'm like, okay, I'll play some bets. But yeah, if not, I'm like, I can't really trust that individual. If I was in that betting scene, I'm like, yeah, there's a lot of different athletes out there I wouldn't bet on. But I just think that it's like, I want to bet on the team. And I guess like, yeah, that is the risk of betting. You don't really know who you betting on and stuff, whether they're gonna be good or bad. And if I think that has a lot to do with it too. If they get injured, then you really gonna be losing out on some money. So yeah, that's why I'm like, yeah, there's just too much of a risk when it comes to betting. I know people are going to support that crap, but I'm like, if you don't say send out messages or emails like this over you placing this bet and losing out on money, it's like, fam, that's not on them. So yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, and then to get the wife involved too, I'm like, you got people out there where I'm like, yeah, you don't need internet access. Overall, the moral of this whole situation, this individual don't need internet access. So yeah, Joel Molina, and it's crazy because that this went viral. I'm like, usually when you just see stuff and it just be just kind of like out of left field, and it's like, where did this come from? That's how you know that stuff done went viral. And yeah, most likely if that might be a pretty common name, but if it's not, then yeah, they're gonna sum it up to where it's like you, or even if they just people just do some research to figure out who this individual is. I'm pretty sure that email is linked to something, and I know I shouldn't be putting that out there, but it's like, yeah, at the same time, you shouldn't be sending messages like this to people. That don't even make no sense to. And I know people are like, oh, freedom of speech, and it's like people try to say any and everything that they can to defend this type of stuff, knowing that if somebody were to say something equally disrespectful to you, you'll feel a certain way about that. If not, be doing the same thing that other people are doing and talking about it and stuff. So that's why I'm like, yeah, I ain't hearing nobody that's gonna try to defend this. There ain't no defense for this. So, but anyways, yeah, people stop making bets if you're gonna crash out afterwards. But I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and peace.